Welcome back to Business Perspectives. This is your host, the Bishop of Motivation, Spence Finlayson. And today, I'm privileged to have as my guests, Mr. and Mrs. Todd, Stephen Todd and his lovely wife, Lakeisha Todd, of A Touch of Heaven Bakery. Welcome to Business Perspectives.
Pleasure to be here.
And you folks look so well as bakery people. Now let me ask this question as we get started today. I'm so excited to have you here with us. What was your main inspiration for starting this bakery? Stephen?
Well, it actually started out, strangely enough, me doing my pastor's air-conditioned service.
Oh.
He had some bananas in the yard, and so he offered me some bananas.
Wow.
So I took the bananas home, and of course the bananas overripe. So one day I just had this inclination to say, you know what, let me do some baking. And amazingly enough, it came out.
Right, wow.
So I said, man, this could be something.
Yes.
And so I did it again.
Yes.
And I asked my wife, I said, what do you think about this? She tasted. She said, this can be something great.
Wow.
So what we did from there was we took it around the corner to a lady who was in a star restaurant. She would know better.
Right, she would be a good judge.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And so we presented it right in a clear container. We asked her, I said, give us your take on this. What do you think can this work?
Right.
Is this workable? So she looked at it. She pressed and she smelled it. She did you really do this?
Wow.
And I said, yes, we did this. And that was the beginning of something real great.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
That's a powerful story.
Yes.
You know, Wendy's, he knew at age 9 that he wanted to open up a restaurant business. He wanted to be in the restaurant business. Dave Thomas.
Right.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine, an Anglican priest and a medical doctor, Dr. Roland Hamilton. He knew at age 5 that he wanted to be a priest while attending St. Agnes Anglican Church.
Wow.
So obviously you folks had some idea what you wanted to do for a part of it, eh? To know where you wanted to go and take this business.
Well, I'm an event planner, and he does air conditioning.
Right.
We've been doing those professions for years. This was not something that we wanted to do. As a matter of fact, my mom taught cookery for the majority of my life, for over 30 years.
Wow.
And I never wanted anything to do with the kitchen.
Ooh, wow.
So it was amazing that's the reason why it's called A Touch of Heaven, because it's nothing to do with us. It has to be a touch from heaven.
Yeah, from the master.
Yes.
From the master.
Yes.
Oh my. That brings me to the next point. It's not usual to have husband and wives who successfully operate a business. There's some challenges from time to time. What do you say, what do you owe your success to as a marriage couple and operating a business together?
Well, to be honest, a lot of people don't see the behind the scenes.
Okay.
I get on his nerves a lot.
And vice versa.
Yes, of course.
I think too, it is knowing each other's strength.
Right, right.
You know, I have the responsibility in the bakery for taste and texture, so I do the baking.
Yes.
My wife does the decorating side of it.
Okay.
And so when I'm already finished my part of baking, I give her the cake and she would decorate it and what have you. There are times we have to take breathers.
Yes, of
because,
course.
you know, teeth and tongue bite.
Right.
So we buck heads a time and time.
Yes.
So we just realize
Time out.
Right.
Yes.
Just seeing the bigger picture and knowing, listen, this is for a bigger cause, a bigger purpose, helps us to work more effectively together.
Right. Well, I love the name, Touch of Heaven. What makes A Touch of Heaven unique from the competition, from the other bakeries out there?
Well, for us, it's customer service.
Ooh, love
We're big on customer service. We love going the extra mile for our customers. We love happy customers. During the quarantine, we had a lot of mothers and fathers and wives or whatever that could not celebrate their significant others the way they wanted to.
Right.
But because we have the events background, we rent linens and all of that stuff, we were able to create the experience for them. So they were able to get a cake, get tablecloths, get balloons and all of that stuff from us to create that experience. So that makes us a little different.
That's simply awesome. That's a powerful concept, you know. So what is one of your special products that people go gaga over, that they have to have, one of the special products?
Will we get comments from our clients and saying that I am actually jonesing for your cake?
And I love
for
it.
you?
I love jonesing. That's an appropriate phraseology.
So
Right,
we get compliments like that right now, asking, I want a taste of that vanilla cake. I need some of that, or I need some of those guava buns. Our guava buns taste a lot like guava duff.
Right.
So
Oh, really?
the person that likes guava duff and the
Yes.
person that likes bread, they
Yes.
would like our guava buns.
But let me just say, I was pleasantly surprised on my birthday a year ago, a year ago, when I was blessed with a cake, a wonderful cake from A Touch of Heaven. And it had my face on it, and my photograph, and then you did one for my wife, but her photo, they were simply outstanding. And I was hooked from then. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these people. I'm a big patron. They are incredible people. They are religious people. They're spiritual people. They're at that great church, Apostle Raymond Wells, and just awesome people. So I can vouch for them. As Lakeisha said, customer service, and the thing is, they have great memories for key events in your life that you may not have even remembered, and then, hey, I called and I have this for you. Wow, that's blown away. That's going the extra mile and the extra smile for customers. Now we go into another segment on business perspectives.
Hello, my name is Stephen.
And I'm Lakeisha, and we're from A Touch of Heaven Bakery. We're located on Bougainvillea Boulevard, South Beach. You may contact us at 809-2523 or 601-4167.
And we're back with business perspectives. Of course, we have A Touch of Heaven Bakery with us today, where the cakes are heavenly. Stephen Todd and his lovely wife, Lakeisha.
So what we have today for you, Mr. Finlayson, is one of our treat boxes. And it's special because it's for Father's Day. This is one of the treat boxes that we will be providing for Father's Day. We like options, so we wanted to give our customers options as well, where they can customize their boxes just for their fathers.
Awesome.
And they can actually put edible images or anything on there. And we wanted to customize this one just for you.
Oh, wow. Woo. Wow, thank you so much. Father's Day, this is awesome. A bow tie,
Yes, all of our packages will be sealed with a bow tie.
champagne, and of course, this is like cheesecake, isn't it?
Cheesecake, macarons,
Wow.
meringue cookies, and
Oh,
all of
my.
the stuff. We have a whole list on our flyer.
Why? And everyone who know me know I have a sweet tooth. This is just simply awesome. Yes, A Touch of Heaven. Simply awesome.
Call us at A Touch of Heaven Bakery, the home of the ATM cakes, for one of our classic vanilla and chocolate cakes to our famous banana or tropical carrot cake. We also offer personalized cakes where you can put any image on the top of your cake. The possibilities are endless. And if you want the real touch of heaven, try our cinnamon buns. Call us at A Touch of Heaven Bakery and let us know how we can make your day a little sweeter. This journey with us founding A Touch of Heaven Bakery has not been an easy one. People look at entrepreneurs and they say, oh, they've got it made in the shade, when there's sometimes that you spend more time working than you do sleeping. When you're on a 9-to-5 job, you know that you're going to get a salary at the end of the week. At being entrepreneurs, we have to faith it. So we've had our highs and our lows, but I wouldn't want to do this with anyone else but my partner.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Again, working as a team is both challenging but exciting. Like you said, looking at the whole picture, and what we saw, what we produced out of this business was gleaning from each other's strength. My wife is an excellent planner, administrator. She's also an excellent decorator. And so I have to step out of the way. My responsibility is the baker. So I bake the goods. I realize my lane. I stay in my lane. Give her the opportunity to do a thing. We bring it together, and we've seen amazing things come to pass.
He's actually my superhero because he has to juggle air conditioning in the daytime, and then in late nights, we have to be baking to make sure that we do everything in excellence. So, hats off to you, honey.
And to you also, love. I must say, though, it is exciting working with my wife, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. and anybody. We are great minds that put our ideas together, and we've seen awesome things that God has done in our lives.
We're also thankful for platforms such as this, Business Perspectives, with our host, Mr. Spence Finlayson, where we get to expose our business to the world. Absolutely. We're very grateful.
Yes.
And again, if you want something sweet, if you want a taste of heaven, a touch of heaven, call us at 809-2523.
And we're back on Business Perspectives. Our guest today, of course, is from A Touch of Heaven Bakery. And I must say today that that cake was off the chain. It was delicious. How can people reach you? Which ways can they reach you?
We can be reached via WhatsApp at 809-2523 or 601-4167. Or they can connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We have it all.
Wow, you're all over. And you do have a presence on Facebook that I've seen, both you and your husband.
Yes.
And you're also a part of a co-creator of the Small Business Network.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that and how A Touch of Heaven fits into that.
Okay, well, the Small Business Network was created because we wanted to help small businesses navigate through this difficult time with the COVID-19 and everything.
Yes.
So A Touch of Heaven, we founded this small business network because we realized there were a lot of small businesses struggling during this time.
Yes.
Now for us, our business actually went to another level during this time because
Really?
because persons were quarantined and we offer delivery. So with us offering that service, we were able to get into the homes and get those sweet treats to persons that were unable to get out.
That is simply awesome. You know, one thing I'd like to mention is that I take my hat off to anyone who's an entrepreneur or business person. Many people don't understand what it is to be an entrepreneur or business person and the challenges that you face.
Yes.
It takes a very strong person to continue on in the face of adversity in the business, things are going wrong, this and that. How important is your faith, both of you, in making this business a success? And navigating COVID-19. How important is faith?
It is paramount.
I think faith for us is absolutely everything. It's how we got to this point.
Right.
You know, faith is personal for us. It's birthed from our personal relationship with our God.
Yes.
It's also practical. So it's not just a tag on us. It's the reason why we're influenced by our decision making.
That's awesome.
It's also helps us with our morals in order to be integral
Yes.
and honest. So faith is big for us.
Awesome. What advice can you give to some entrepreneurs and business persons, small business persons, small, medium-sized business persons, who may be going through some challenges right now? Every time you pick up the news, there's this company laying off 100, this doing 1,000, this and that, and so forth. What advice can you give for them so they can stay in the game as entrepreneurs and business persons?
Okay, for entrepreneurs, I'll first say, look at it, first of all, is it an obstacle or an opportunity?
Yes.
When you realize that it's an opportunity, then you have to get around like-minded people. As he mentioned, the Small Business Network, that's why that was actually created. Yes. And in the Small Business Network, we have persons that are novices in business. We have persons that have been in business for many years, and we all rub shoulders and connect, and we learn from one another. So, and then the next thing is you have to leap. If you don't have anything right now, well, what do you got to lose? Take a leap.
Yes. Take a leap of faith.
Yes.
Yeah, step out in faith. I advise that myself. Step out in faith. Launch out in the deep.
Yes.
Yes. How can they reach you? How can they reach you again? I know you've said it before, but it's important that people be able to reach you. Sure. Persons like myself, that cake was off the chain. Thank you for that. So how can they reach you again? You're on all social media.
Yes. We can be reached at 809. We can be reached at 809-2523 or 601-4167. Also an email, atouchofheaventodd@gmail.com.
The name Touch of Heaven, where did it come from?
The name, actually the name wasn't so much spiritual. We thought about it. We say we had no schooling, we had no experience. The only thing we can conclude from this experience has to be a touch from heaven.
Wow, awesome, awesome. They say a business without a name is a sign of no business.
Yes, sir.
And you have a name that attracts people. Yes. What do you have coming up on the drawing board? I know you're creative people. You're always thinking of this, thinking of that. You have some new things coming up after the COVID.
After COVID, well, we have our goals put together as where we see ourselves moving forward.
Yes.
And we have, and like they say, you have to write your vision, make it plain.
Yes.
So you can run with it. One of our visions is to step out and have our storefront. We'd like to do that.
Yes.
Where we don't actually just want a bakery. We want a storefront where we can have a cafe style where persons can sit down and
awesome,
commune, and they can
awesome.
actually have their coffees or their different brews and stuff like that, along with our pastries and treats, because we don't want to just do sweets. We want
Right.
to do savory and sweet.
Awesome.
Yes,
Awesome.
and then we also see ourselves importing authentically Bahamian goods.
Awesome.
Exporting
Simply
them.
awesome. You know, the Mr. Schultz from the famous coffee house that a lot of people go to. You know that famous coffee house? Well, when he came up with that idea, because people were used to spending, getting coffee from fast food places, and it was just coffee. But he came up with the idea of this special coffee, all right? And now you see today how it's separated itself and so forth. And I see you on that same kind of track, both of you, doing something totally different, doing the storefront, love that. The coffee house he came up with is a meeting place.
Yes.
And people have said even the sessions that go on at this place, and there are people jonesing to get back into this kind of coffee place that we all know of. So I think you're on the right track, and I could feel it in my spirit that you're being led by God. I could feel that, and that's an important part for you in terms of your success, because success doesn't happen overnight.
No.
There's no such thing as overnight success.
No.
When people see someone successful, they don't know what they've been through all those years. It's the trials, the tribulations, the falling down, the getting back up. And I started something on Facebook, and I'll just say this, and it was basically for people who are in the entertainment type business. Because I saw a gentleman who died who was an entertainer. And people flooded Facebook with saying all the good things he did, all these things. And the life of an entertainer is not easy.
No.
Because you have a job now, you don't know when you're going to work again. So there's some uncertainty. You're figuring, did I do the right business? Am I doing the right thing? But if someone had said while he was alive, my brother, keep on going, you're on the right track. That's important. And that's right. And I think you're setting yourselves up now to encourage people in the cafe style and so forth, and the inspiration and the motivation. Give us those numbers again, those digits, as the young people say. Give us those digits again so they can reach you.
809-2523 or 601-4167. A Touch of Heaven Bakery.
Can you give us a last thought for the nation? It can come from your spirituality. And your husband is also a minister, a good one at that. So let's close with something spiritual from both of you.
From a business perspective, I would say keep it moving.
That's awesome.
I think also trouble don't last always. And so I think it's how you see it. You have to have a high expectation. You have to be prepared. You have to be willing to take the risk. And like she said, the sky is the limits. So don't give up. Just keep focused, believe in yourself, believe in your dreams.
Yes, sir.
And you'll see it come to pass.
Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm all pumped up right now just listening to these lovely young people here, a dynamic power couple, one of the original power couples, and they've got me all set up, but we've been tuned in today to Business Perspectives, and we've been fortunate and honored and privileged to have as our guests from A Touch of Heaven, great bakery, and that cake was really good.
Thank you.
Mr. and Mrs. Todd, Stephen Todd, who was a top basketball player in his day. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back again with another exciting episode.